Thank you all. So I am Vikrant and I am representing Eocortex and going to conduct this webinar for you all. And this is going to be dedicated to Ultra. Ultra is our premium software and we will be talking in detail about it in this webinar. Before that, please refresh your page. Before that, I would like to speak a few words about our company. We have been in market for a couple of years. Since 2008, we are in market, and in all these years, we have been successfully able to develop intelligent analytics and have been able to expand our business to 30 plus countries. This we are able to do by collaborating with 5,000 plus distributors and system installers who have helped us to gain 23,000 plus projects with 300,000 plus cameras in those projects. We have, meanwhile, we have done the integration of 5,000 plus cameras, including ONVIF and PSIA. And any camera which is complying with ONVIF or PSIA will be compatible with Eocortex. We have made our software very intuitive, user-friendly, and installation and configuration of our software will not take more than 10 minutes of yours from scratch to the finish. What our partners have benefited from our product is that we have got personal training and certification at no cost. Pre-sale support has been provided to our partners at no cost. Technical support is provided at no cost. Then Eocortex software updates are provided for no extra charges. Once a license has been purchased, you will be getting training for your personnel. Whether we are talking about technicians or sales representatives, you will be getting training for free. Then project support will be provided in the term of pre-sales. Technical support, if any operational project faces any trouble, technical support will always be provided. Technical support will be provided for the life of license, and that is lifetime. There is no time duration for the license that you can buy from Eocortex. These are certain countries with which we have already been operational in. Czech Republic, Germany, Italy, UK, Qatar, Oman, Egypt, Bahrain, Netherlands, Belgium. So these are the countries that we are already working in. We have done integration of major camera brands, whether we are talking about Axis, Bosch, IDES, Sony, Pelco, Hikvision, Dahua. We have done integration of models coming from these brands, including Mobitex. ONVIF and PSIA are two things that we are complying with, so your camera needs to be complying with ONVIF or PSIA, and it will be working with Eocortex. Now let's come to Ultra, the product that we are going to talk about today. So what is Ultra? Ultra is the premium software offered by Eocortex, which will come in a package with 15 plus intelligent modules, video wall, and intra-client chat will also be part of Ultra. If your project requires video wall or intra-chat, Ultra will be the best solution to provide or offer. Healthcheck is included in there, so all the constituent of VMS will be checked by Healthcheck, and if there would be any problem with components, then you will be notified about it. Archiving features have been added, like mirroring of archive could be done with the Ultra, then you can skim the archive on the basis of its age. You can set rules that after 90 days archive should be saved with certain number of frames, and after 365 days certain frames should be discarded from there, and storage space should be occupied in minimalistic form by archive. Ultra also comes with Open SDK. So we will provide you SDK so that Eocortex Ultra can be integrated into any other software which is working in the enterprise. If there is any other equipment that you want us to integrate into Eocortex, we are open to do that kind of integration as well, provided we have been given SDK, well documented SDK with all the APIs required for the features that you want to be integrated into Eocortex. Apart from OnWave and PSIA, you can get RDSP stream from device, and then you can process that stream with any intelligent module. Ultra has no limitation on the number of cameras that you can attach to any particular server, or number of servers that you can bring together to form a VMS. All this will be done in convenient way. Interface is very convenient to work with. User and group privileges can be set with the click of mouse. Internal chat is there that allows operators sitting on different client machines would be able to share information with each other. Then remote monitoring. Eocortex supports viewing on your mobile devices as well as web client. Mobile devices that are are based on Android or iOS or Windows. Push notifications can be achieved on Android phones and iPhones. So we have video wall feature, and this will be allowing you to manage 32 monitors at any given time. Different viewing profiles can be set in these selected 32 monitors, and you will be able to manage each monitor individually. Up to 262 channels can be played in a single monitor. When we are talking about intra chat, intra client chat, you will be in position to configure these setup in a way that information can be shared by operators working on different clients, including viewing profiles. So if an operator is able to notice anything happening on a particular camera, and he has to share the entire viewing profile, then he can share that with the other operator sitting at different desks. Rights management, different levels of controls and accesses can be provided by selecting the options available. You just need to check or uncheck the options, and users can be added from Active Directory as well if Active Directory is working in your domain. If VMS is going to be part of a certain domain, you can use users from Active Directory. Credentials will be authenticated by the Active Directory, then privileges will be set by Eocortex. Our SDK document will include APIs related to HTTP so that Eocortex can be integrated into any third-party application. Another thing that Eocortex has added into Ultra is getting the mirroring of archive. Simultaneously, when archiving is done to a particular folder, you can add uh, drives directly to the machine, or you may use network storage space as well. And any drive that will be provided to it, whether it is network storage space or directly attached, you can assign a role for it, and a role could be that of mirroring, or it could be of standby, where that particular drive will be sitting in standby mode waiting for drives to go down so that it can provide an alternative. And skimming is also provided so that you can define the frame rate of archive after a particular age of it. Apart from that, we have also provided support for SD card or edge storage with most of the devices which are integrated, so you can synchronize with the archive done on the storage space provided by camera or device like DVR or NVR. Synchronization will be carried out once connection is resumed with the device after disruption. So here it has already been mentioned that depth uh, can be set for each individual camera or group. Group setting is also available. You can get replication done of n number of cameras which are part of the same VMS. For that, you just need to have one dedicated server for replication purpose, and you can schedule the replication to be performed when there is uh, not much activity happening in the network used by CCTV. Thinning is thinning of archive is available, which we can call skimming. Then bookmark can also be set. Bookmarks can be set in real time as well as in archive, and you can always access these bookmarks, and with that access you will have direct access to the archive where that bookmarks was written or was logged. When we are talking about Healthcheck, you will have web interface to work with it. One of the servers need to be configured for Healthcheck server, which will be communicating with all these servers Healthcheck agent, getting information about server status, whether it is running or not, whether there is any error. If there is a surge in CPU or memory or network adapters usage, you will be getting notified about it. Notification can be received via email. If there is any loss of camera connection, you will be notified about it as well. Record of the archive will also be notified whether a particular drive is archiving or not. If there is any problem with the archive, you will be getting notification about it. For this, you need to configure a server. It could be the same server on which Ultra is running, or it can be a dedicated server which would be hosting Healthcheck server and getting information from all the other servers. And if there would be any disruption with the client connection, you will be notified about it as well. So which all intelligent modules you can work with when you are dealing with Ultra? Uh, Smoke and fire, tracking, abandoned object, face detection, suspect search, loud sound detection, crowd monitoring, people counting, audio stream processing, personnel monitoring, people counting in queue, heat map, failover. Then PTZ control, sabotage detection, fisheye dewarping. These will be included in the package, and they will be coming with the license of Ultra itself. So if you are buying an Ultra license, you will be getting these modules for each and every channel. Then you can have add-ons as well, like face recognition, license plate recognition, hard head detection. So these three intelligent modules can be added at extra cost. First we have smoke and fire detection. Smoke and fire detection can work to detect any fire as small as 30 pixel by 30 pixel. System would be working on the entire camera view. If it will be able to detect fire in the camera view, it will be notifying you on the stream of the camera, which is being displayed on the monitor, or you can configure the system to send a notification via SMS or email or via push notification. It will definitely be helping the user of this module to avoid loss of life as well as property by getting notified about any this mishap, and then you can take the prompt action to de-escalate the situation that could arise from fire and fire or smoke. If incident has already happened, you can investigate it to find out what exactly caused the fire. Then you have tracking module. Tracking module can help you to prevent acts of terrorism by securing the premises by putting tripwires and virtual zones. If there would be any intrusion, you will be notified. Intersection in any which direction, you will be notified about it. If somebody trespasses the zone, you will be notified it. You can configure the system in a way that you should get notified if anyone overstays in the zone. So loitering can also be detected, and you can take prompt action to secure the area under surveillance. There is no limitation on the number of zones and tripwires that you can set using this module on a specific camera. Abandoned object detection would be useful to cover public area where attacks of terrorism could be enacted. Our module allows you to work on a specific area, and if something is left unattended for more than stipulated time, you will be getting notification, and then you can take prompt action to either investigate what is there in that left object, or you can notify the authorities to work to diffuse the situation and to diffuse the, if there is any uh, bomb there or anything that could explode. With this module, you can set time duration and you will be notified on the basis of that time. Then face detection is our module which will be keeping index of all the human faces detected in the camera view. If any incident has occurred, you can ask the system to look for all the humans that it has detected in the camera view, and you can investigate further uh, using the footage to find out who went to what place and what was the action performed by each and every individual. So system will be keeping track of all the human faces seen in the camera view. You can even configure the system to send you email notification with face or image taken from the camera whenever face has been detected. So it can help you to secure any area which is not allowed to be visited by unauthorized individuals. Suspect search is another intelligent module which will be helping you to investigate and gather evidence of anything that has occurred in the premises where TMS is running with ultra license. Now this could be used to find out any individual. Example has been given to find out a lost child. System would be working with certain information that you can provide by using either frame taken from the camera, or you can arbitrarily draw something, or you may use the template to define the appearance. Once this definition has been set, system will be looking for match of that object in all the cameras working with suspect search and tracking. It will suggest you uh, after looking at those suggestions, you can pick what you feel like is very much appropriate to the description that you have provided. Once that has been done, you can go further to ask system to do the tracking, so that system will be suggesting anything similar to what you have confirmed in cameras working with suspect search. With that, you can even compile a video of clips taken from different cameras, and these clips will be arranged in chronological order, and that will help you to find out the track taken by the individual that you have been interested in, and this individual was defined by his or her appearance. Same goes for lost child. If you will be in position to describe the appearance of the child, you will be able to track the movement of that child. We have developed an intelligent module called loud sound detection. If there would be any loud sound, which normally does not happen, you will be notified about it, and you can take prompt action. Now threshold needs to be set here. Once that threshold is breached, you will be getting a notification. Loud sound could be of any explosion. It could be any mishap in a factory where heavy machines are working. So once that kind of alert has been generated, you can pay full attention to the area from where this sound has been detected, and then you can take prompt action to de-escalate the situation if that has arisen. Crowd monitoring module has been designed to keep check on area where large crowd gathering is not expected. System can work to notify you if number gets more than what you have set, and number of people in the area gets more than what you have set. If that is the case, you will be able to even either call the police to defuse the gathering, or you can ask the administration to address to the cause. of people gathering at us at an area. Now, in retail store, if there is too much of crowd gathering happening in a particular area, managers can be notified about it so that they can understand the reason for that. And it can also be seen as a warning of anything that has been detected by the crowd, and it needs immediate attention of the management. Then we have people counting. People counting will be helping you to manage footfall, whether we are talking about mall or any other enterprise. With this module, you can configure to get report uploaded to a certain folder at a frequent duration, or you can export data in CSV format which can be read in any spreadsheet. Now this data that you can gather from people counting can be used to understand at what time of a day most of the visitors are coming, and what kind of staffing you need to make their experience convenient by putting up more staff so that experience can be convenient to the customers or visitors. And also it can be used to know with what time in the day most of the visitors are coming, so that you can promote particular goods at that point of time. Apart from this intelligent module, which normally works with image coming from is it the case with everyone that you are not able to see the slides? Please refresh. So normally people counting. Yeah, I'm talking about people counting only as normal people counting would be using the stream coming from the camera, whereas we have developed a hardware which will be using infrared mesh to understand the height of individuals passing under it. And with this, you can set the benchmark. If anything is shorter than the benchmark, would not be counted. And with the use of this new technology, we are able to get accuracy up to 99%. This intelligent module needs a hardware that would be shipped, and which needs to be configured with our server. And then you need to do the configuration to set the benchmark or a limitation where that minimum height of individuals passing under it should be this much. And it works on humans as it has the mechanism to understand if a person passing or any object passing under the camera view is a human or not. The algorithm works on humans. Most of the cameras are supporting sound these days. That means they have inbuilt mic which can be used to get sound, and project might require you to gather that sound and record it with the archive, video archive. Now, if that is the case, you can use audio stream processing to capture the sound from the mic of the camera, and then either record it, or you just wish to play it on the monitor used by an operator. these are certain benefits of it, that it will prevent cases of confidential information leakage. It will definitely be helping you to work on any conflict situation. If it has been used, you can keep an eye on meetings and negotiations and job interviews if you have such a requirement. And if any harmful action is happening, it can also be prevented by getting the recorded image. And again, if this is the case, it helps uh, in investigating by using the sound captured by the camera with its video. Personnel monitoring module. Personnel monitoring module is mainly used uh, in a project where human presence is needed at a specific location. Uh, let's talk about uh, a very sensitive area like nuclear power plant or hydroelectric power plant where guards are needed all the time, or water treatment plant where guards are needed all the time. And uh, personal monitoring can be set in a manner that 6 zones or 6 staff members can be tracked. If they would not be at their designated spot, then you will be getting notification. So this will be keeping an eye on personnel who is required to stay attentive all the time at a particular spot. If there would not be any inactivity, any activity, you will be notified. It will be notifying you of inactivity and low activity as well. People counting in queue would be the best solution for retail stores, and we are doing further development in regards to people counting in queue. 6 queues can be managed by a single camera view, and system will be notifying you if number of people in the queue increases than the number that you have set, or if queue is not moving at all, so you can set the duration. If there is no movement for 5 seconds or 10 seconds, you will be notified about it. Again, if it is being used at a retail store, you will be able to diffuse the long queue by providing another counter so that customers can be conveniently managed or handled. Heat map would be the friend of marketing guys, as it keeps track of activities happening in the camera view, and then it uh, taints the screen in a way that you can visually understand which area has been highly active and which is least active. Highly active area would be tainted with red color, and least active would be blue as a color of coldness. That means no activity has been seen there. If you will have certain data, you will be in position to understand where to put the promotional items, as you will be having information which route is mainly taken by the visitors. If you are working with traffic management, again, this would be useful to understand which lane is being used the most by the traffic. Then premises layout efficiency can also be achieved. PTZ cameras are very much Yes, definitely, Terry, it can be used to understand the occupancy level. Though you would not be able to get in its current form any notification when number would be reaching a certain level. But this is not a big task to get it done. If you have certain project where you need to be notified when the people counting hits a certain number, then you will be getting notification. So we can do such addition into module. PTZ cameras are very much popular and they could be used in any project. And with Eocortex, you can work with any sort of joystick or keyboard. I mean hardware, joystick and keyboard. Apart from that, you will always have access to virtual joystick with four directional joystick as well as slider to zoom in and out. For joystick and keyboard, hardware joystick or and keyboard to be added, you need to work with either universal plug and play joystick and keyboard, or if integration is needed, we are open for that integration as well. Though for universal plug and play or anything that has been seen as game controller by operating system would be easy to integrate, or would be easy for client application to detect automatically. An auto zoom feature, not of Eocortex but of the camera itself, can also be integrated into uh, Eocortex. Fisheye dewarping is very much popular as it covers uh, large area and provides dewarped image coming from fisheye cameras. Now, fisheye cameras are very useful as they cover really large space, but it is not convenient for humans to look at the spherical image coming from these streams. We have developed solution for that. Dewarping will be carried out by the server. Once that has been done, you can view dewarped image in real time as well as in archive. Dewarping can be done in 4 into 90 format, or it can provide you PTZ mode where fisheye camera would be turned into virtual PTZ camera. Yes, most of the intelligent modules would work together. There are certain intelligent modules which will not work on the same camera stream, uh, like face recognition and license plate recognition would not be working together. So most of the modules will work together. PTZ and loud sound will work together. Failover provides reliability and consistency to the system. Our failover solution allows you to bring up the standby server and replace the field server in less than 10 seconds if your network provides data transaction without any congestion. If, if all the servers are in local area network and you have good network, then failover would be done within 10 seconds after the field server instance. With failover, you will be able to access real-time stream as well as archive of the cameras which have been moved from field server to failover. Once Failover is brought up, then all the cameras will be moved from failover to main server or recording server automatically. You don't need to trigger anything. It will be done automatically by the VMS. Then you have sabotage detection. Sabotage would be needed uh, to detect any physical tampering done to cameras. Physical tampering could be defocusing of camera. It could be panning the camera in different direction from its original. It could be flashing a high luminosity beam into camera. If there is any overlapping of camera view, you will be notified about it. If camera lens has been covered, you will also be notified about it. If cable has been disconnected, you will get notification about it as sabotage. So uh, these actions will be covered by sabotage detection and would be seen by system as sabotage to the VMS, and then you can take care of the camera by either sending personnel to the location where camera is working, or you can uh, uh, review the image coming from the camera to understand what exactly has happened, uh, so that you were getting alerts about sabotage. As I was talking to you about face recognition, license plate recognition, and hard hat. So face recognition is the first one that can be integrated into access control system, and with this you can manage a database, and database can have different groups of trusted and blacklisted people. System will be taking action on access system on the basis of results coming from face recognition. If you have configured system to notify you when any person uh, who belongs to blacklist appears in the camera view, it will do it. If you want recognized person belonging to trusted group needs to be allowed to pass through access system, it would be done. You can get notification when somebody has not been identified by the system. So you will be in position to get notification when somebody appears who is not identified by the system. So configuration can be done in multiple ways. You can ask system to notify you via SMS, email, or via push notification. System would be asking you to maintain the database. Database requires each entry to be filled with 8 to 12 photographs of frontal face profile with 20-degree deviation. Up to 20-degree deviation, not more than that. And once this requirement has been met, metadata will be created using those images, and that metadata will be used to match with anything that will be captured in the real-time view. It will be beneficial in a way that you will be adding biometrics to access point, and you don't need to have human presence to do such identification. Then you have license plate recognition, which comes in two variants, parking and highway. And with parking you can manage low speed moving vehicles. With highway you can work with vehicles running up to 150 km/h. Uh, with this module you can manage a database, and in database you can set groups. This module will be taking um, action on the basis of results coming from the algorithm, whether a particular license plate has been detected or has been recognized. if it has been recognized who is the owner of the vehicle. If that owner belongs to a trusted group, system will be taking prompt action on the basis of rules set. Now, this module can also be integrated with barrier controls system. So, if a particular individual has been detected uh, by using the license plate recognition as it was working on his or her car, you will get notified, and then you can prepare um, the enterprise to accommodate that individual if that individual belongs to VIP status as per the requirement of your business. Now data can be pulled out from this module in CSV as well as XLS format, and you can use any spreadsheet to analyze that data. You will be getting all the information with timestamp, so it becomes really easy to sort it out. For parking, the speed limit will be 20 kilometers, and for highway it is 150 kilometer. But don't go by this limitation. If you are able to configure the system, or I would say you are able to install the camera in a way that system can get 6 frames per second for parking module and up to 25 frames per second for highway, then system will be able to work on vehicles running at higher speed than 130 km per hour or 20 km per hour. It entirely depends on data that algorithm is going to process. It only demands you to install the setup in a way that enough frames are sent to the system to do the analysis. Then we had hard detection module, as it is very useful at construction site or site where accidents could be very much possible, like hydroelectric plant or power plant, and there you need people to follow these safety guidelines, which would be including hard hat as well. And this module can help you to detect anyone who is not abiding by the safety rules, and you will be getting notification. Condition for this intelligent module to work with efficiency is that the camera should be installed in a manner that it will be able to judge the average height of individuals coming in its view, and there should not be anything that would overlap the humans, and then it can prompt you if anyone is wearing hard hat or not. If a person is not wearing it, you will be getting notified about it. It is beneficial as a breach of safety regulation can attract penalties from controlling organizations, which can be avoided. Apart from that, uh, accident can lead to human loss, human lives loss. Uh, it will be definitely bringing it down if everyone would be abiding by the safety rules. Then we have a support for mobile devices and web clients. You can get Eocortex on your mobile device, whether it is running on Windows or Android or iOS. You will be able to get stream from cameras connected to the VMS. You will be able to get images. If you want to play archive, you can get that as well. You can search by date and time. You can increase or decrease the speed of archive playing. You will be in position to get push notifications. PTZ control will also be available to you. If you are interested in getting sound, you will be able to get the sound from the camera. Screenshot can also be taken. You can zoom in and out of the stream, and multiple grids can be played in camera view. Alright guys, if you have any information regarding project, or if you want to ask any question, please ask me. Now I'm open for questions now. Now, yes, if you have multiple entrances and at each entrance you have got a module working with the camera, you can get cumulative numbers, you can get total number, added number from all the cameras, but you would not be getting any notification when number would reach 20,000. Though we can do additional feature addition with this people counting module if you have certain project which requires that. Prabhu, yes, it is possible to give you this presentation via mail. Rao Eocortex is my email account. You can write to me and I will be sending you information whichever you would request me. I guess I have got his email account, so I would be using that to send to him. Prabhu, if you can ping me on my email account, I will definitely be sending you the PPT. Alright guys, if you don't have any question and it is all about the PPT, I can send you. I can get the list from my team of all the emails, and then I will be sending to all of you the PPT, if that is not a trouble for you. Otherwise I would be sending to only Prabhu and Taz. Alright Terry, I will be sending it. So thank you all. It was really nice talking to you all guys. Have a nice day.